Hi everyone, hope you are all fine. So in this video, we are going to discuss the second function of management, organizing. The first function, planning, we discussed thoroughly in last couple of video sessions. We understood the planning is a thinking activity and lot of intellectual inputs involves. In the sense, it is all about preparing blueprint for future course of action. So this is what we understood, and also it confines to within four walls. It is on paper, but when we come to implementation of plan that is there in our hand, we need to adopt organizing function. That means automatically implementation of planning leads to adoption of the second function, organizing. In the context, you will understand in this video the basic the concept of organizing, its definitions. So why managers need organizing function as a part of implementing planning function, right? So of course the planning has several issues in terms of having various facets in it, because it is in one sense is a broader, having several elements in it, unlike the planning and then controlling. Of course, you will understand few more interesting things when you discuss the function leading, right? So in this module, you will learn the basic concepts of organizing and the functions of management. So this is what I wish to discuss in this video. So then, when you look at the organizing as a management function, we thoroughly understood in the previous class, right? The previous class we discussed planning, organizing, directing, controlling as four major functions, and organizing, it is next to planning. Planning is all about set the objectives and goals and direction to all organizational activities. So then come to the second, the management function, organizing. So this organizing is all about creating the structure. Of course, you will now understand in detail in coming slides. It is all about, in briefly, the divide of the entire work. It is completely classification of all activities, arrange resources, and coordinate activities. In brief, so that is what we understand organizing. So further, if you look at the organizing function, so managers have to organize the activities they want to perform for the following reasons. So there are specific reasons, as I was mentioning briefly. The planning is the main, the base for developing organizing function, right? So it is something the managers divide the work according to the nature and then similarity of the task. So if you take the organization as a whole, there are several activities. All the activities we are dividing into different parts and divisions and then departments and then sections, and then each and every unit has its own the nature and then similarities and similar kind of activities or tasks. So that is one reason. So we have to operate the organizing function being a manager. So the second most important thing is the managers, the pool resources and increase the efforts which lead to the efficiency. So when we have different types of activities, we need a kind of the pool of resources, right? And then developing linkage among all these different types of resources and putting some kind of efforts which leads to a kind of efficiency in all our activities. So the managers build continuity and then synergy in all activities. This is something organizing function is mostly it is something developing the networking and then identifying the interrelationship among all these things, how they are interdependent. In that context, we'll see that there is a continuity and then synergy among all the activities. So that is the one important reason for managers to think about using as organizing function as the most important element in their all managerial activities. So further, if you see the organizing function and its the definitions, right? If you see the organizing function, and of course there are several definitions, and if you see the books and then some of the material that is available even in the internet or even some referred the books, so you'll find several definitions. But here, for your understanding, briefly I would like to describe about what is this organizing function all about. It is the process of determining the tasks to be done, who will do them, and then how those tasks will be managed and then coordinated. So in the planning level, we just primarily identified, right, who, what, where, which and how. So that was on paper only. When it is a question of implementation, we have to just now look at completely action plan and then the implementation of that plan. The implementation of that plan starts with the organizing function. So it is a process that refers to the identifying and grouping all the activities to be performed and defining the delegation of authority, specifying the responsibilities and then establishing relationship to enable the people to work together effectively to accomplish the objective. So here what we are doing that, and we are identifying the different activities or jobs or tasks. So then we are identifying the interrelationship or then the networking and structuring among all those things. It is something developing the network among all these. So once we just develop the networking among all the jobs and then activities, then we have to delegate or even empower each and every positions by giving some duties and responsibilities. So then we have to tell them that this is your relationship, you are working under so and so. You will be reporting to somebody, right? And then so you have to listen to your higher officials and take the orders and then implement that in the following manner among your lower level employees. So this is the way kind of network that is actually built in this organizing function. And then it is to structure and then arrange the relationship between the people, the work to be done, and then the facilitate that the goals and then achieving. So then you can see that this development of all these relationship among all the people, so they know each other how to do and then what to do, and then so whom they are going to report and from where they are getting the instructions, all the things they are going to discuss and debate under this the function. So further, if you look at the definition, and then you will find the definition: organizing is the process of arranging and allocating work, authority, and the resources among organizing members so that they can achieve organizational goals. So it is something is a process and arranging all the activities, right? Identifying, arranging them in order and then sequential the pattern, and giving authority to each and every individual so that they can complete their tasks. So without authority, giving authority or even providing authority for each and every position and job, so completing the task is very difficult. So in organizing, one important thing is allocation of work, arranging relationship, and then giving the authority, and then looking at all the activities as a synergetic manner, and then achieving the organizational goals. So that is what is the definition as per the Stoners and then Freeman and then Gilbert in their the book. They defined organizing in this fashion. So simple manner, if you see, organizing is the process of establishing orderly use for resources within the management systems. So that is what is organizing. Then organizing skills in the sense it is ability to establish orderly uses for resources within the management system. So you just look at the skill as a, so sometimes in the colleges we'll find out somebody is very efficient and then the capable of organizing resources. So he or she knew that how to get the resources from different sources, how to arrange things in an orderly manner, and then giving communications and then working with all the people and then getting work done in an organized manner. So that is the skill that as far as the organizing is concerned. So then organization in the sense it refers to the result of the organizing function. So when you are using the organizing function, right? You see the existence of organizations. So existence of organization with different types of people, different jobs, and then all are working together with the given the structure and the relationship. In that way, you can see the people are working together and then achieving the organizational goals. So further, if you see some important things that are there here, issues taken into consideration by the managers when they are organizing. So a manager who wants to organize his or her department must address these issues. So when you have the department where people are working together on the several classified jobs, so then being a manager, you have to look at determine what is to be done in the organizations, in the department. So again, assigning the tasks. So decide how to achieve the coordinations, and then decide on a span of management and decide how much authority you should designate or delegate to your lower level employees, and draw an organizational chart. So you're just preparing an organizational chart, and the chart shows that the different positions, and then in hierarchical order there are different positions. Right, there is a relationship among all the people, because in that context, when it is an organized, structured organizational chart, so where you will find all the activities, all the jobs, rather they are interdependent, so no job is independent, and all are working under someone. So that is the way of developing the complete relationship among all the jobs. So then further, if you look at another important thing that is there, organizations, there are two types of organizations: the formal and the informal organizations. So the formal organization, in the sense, it is something refers to the structure of well-defined jobs in a formally organized enterprise. So these jobs are defined in terms of authority, responsibility, and then accountability. So that is actually formal the job, and every individual employee has a kind of the formal duty in the formal systems. If you look at the informal organizations, so there the people are actually working in a network based on the social groups, based on the friendship, are called informal organizations. Here, the human beings wish to share feelings and emotions out of their job, because whatever they discuss and debate in the informal organizations, so you'll find all are they're different, and then you'll not find it is related to their job. So within the formal setup and formal organizations, you'll find the informal organization existence. For example, so your job in an organizations, your organization as a whole is a formal systems. Within that, you will find informal organizations. So those started by the people out of their interest and out of their requirement. So for example, if you see the credit society, or even football association in the organizations, or welfare associations in the organizations, and then sometimes the employees associations, they started associations by among themselves. So these are the employees associations and unions are called informal organizations. So informal organizations are very much exist within the formal system, but here in the formal system, managers are supposed to look at the informal systems and how they are functioning, and take the support of informal system for the success of the formal system. So in that way, you can see that the formal informal organizations are existing within the premises of an organization. So this is the way you can understand the two different things that are existing within the organization. And then so with that, let me just look at the final outcome of this the video clip. So this video clip is all about you can see understanding the basic concepts, and then the definitions, and then why the managers the plan, and then accordingly you can just find out the organizing function is one of the most important, the second function of the managers, and then here there are many issues, of course. With those things we will discuss in the coming slides. With this, thank you very much for paying your attention, and let us meet in the video 25. Thank you very much.